In our previous clip, Digital Life editor Grace Chung mentioned that she isn't entirely sure the iPad is particularly well positioned at this time. We hear what Julian Wong, an academic staff who has worked extensively in IT, has to say.
But I'm sure Apple must have done quite a fair bit of research before they launch a new product, right? And I'm sure that they must have seen a pent-up need, in the market for like reading books, rather than buying your old paperbacks. And there might be a huge market for this. We don't know, but we think that, there's this area of e-book readers is getting very popular. I think the first foray is by Amazon and the Kindle range of products, but maybe that's where the product is positioned, Don't expect too many features and functionality, but that's for the laptops and netbooks to cover. Well, if you're talking about in the educational industry, I think there's a huge pent-up need because there will be these parents that are always complaining that the bags are always full, the school bags are always laden with books and dictionaries and electronic gizmos and calculators and so on. So the student ends up, carrying a whole huge bag, runs into the school bus, in the morning. And if that one device is able to replace the calculator, the dictionary, and the books, whatever subjects. You don't need to have a book for geography, one book for history. All of it is just in one small little device, and they carry it around. And that's where I see where the attraction is. Of course, the infrastructure of the schools have to change. You can imagine the student reading the book, and halfway it runs out of battery power. What are you going to do, So
Stop reading.
Stop reading. You cannot.
Yeah.
So maybe every desk might have a little AC adapter plug-in where it plugs in.
Grace, how about yourself? What do you think reactions in Singapore are going to be from Singaporeans to the iPad?
I think a lot. The fans will buy it. I think a lot will wait, take a wait and see attitude. As an entertainment device, there is no USB port where you can put in your photo albums. Everything needs to be wirelessly transferred, to it. So I wonder, what it's going to be. And Singaporeans have no access to iTunes, so you don't have iTunes for you to buy the content, right? So everything has to be wirelessly transferred to this. So I think a lot of people will wait and see. Yeah. But I see also that there might be a possible group of people like sales and marketing people who might want to use this because it's very light. They don't have to carry their notebooks. If they are doing just sales presentation, this is something that they can do. Connect to the internet, call up their presentation, and they have already presentation software, Keynote, in the iPad. So it's very easy and, it's very nice. So this would be something that the sales and marketing fellows might want to think about.
So in your opinion, what's not so great about it?
You've got to really look at it from the point of view that it's not a device that has got everything. It doesn't have a keyboard. Well, you have to attach a separate keyboard in order to get it to work, and so you cannot see it as a replacement for a laptop PC. And so what's so not great about it is if you try to read into too many things that you want it to do, and obviously it cannot do everything. It's limited to more of a view-only device rather than an interaction device where you can input. You're not going to write your thesis or you're not going to write your 200-page report on that device. Obviously, the content might be not so much of a problem if you look at it, because if you look at books, especially for education, and go back to the educational institutions, the books might be specific to Singapore environment, and so the need for iTunes and having to have the latest songs is slightly more, different, in the sense that we have our own specialized books for the primaries and the secondary schools, and we might be able to, cater for that specialized market where
But then this is where I think the ecosystem needs to be fleshed out. So it is not
by
going to be
ecosystem,
immediate.
what do you mean by ecosystem?
The content people.
The content.
So the textbooks, textbook publishers, for example, right? Specific curriculum that teachers need. All of this need to be built first and to be created before it can be useful to people. You know. There are also other products that are coming online, and one of them is Adam, which is a product from an Indian company called Notion Inc. And I saw this product behind locked cabinet in CES, and what is great about this is that it has everything that the iPad does not have. It is full video, it's got a camera, and it's got a new screen that allows you to read indoors and outdoors.
Yeah.
You know, the iPad is basically LCD. It doesn't allow you to read outside, or it's not very readable. And it is much lighter. It is only, I checked, it's only 290 grams versus the iPad, which is 700 grams, thereabouts, right? So it is going to be, I think if you're talking about weight for schools, this is going to be even better, you know. And having touched the iPad, I know that if I carry it in my hand like this, like I would an iPhone, it is going to, Also,
This
you
is
have
the
the
iPad.
Mac.
Wow,
This is the iPad, you see? I thought they were all in the US, only in that room. But if you carry it like this, right, what you're going to feel is that after a while, this is going to hurt. At 700 grams, one over pound, this is a small barbell. So after about 10 minutes, I had to do this.
Okay.
You know, you need to cradle it in the nook of your arm so that, you know, so this is user experience.
So will the iPad be an effective e-reader? Check out our next clip.